a la 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 la, ay, a la 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 la, ay, a la 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 la, ay, yeah. Veins storm roaring and the blood cut thread. I've been carving through fate and a pulse gone red. If a king wanna roll with a crown half dead, I'll tear his reign and a rupture spread. Killer pressure humming in a dreadline spin. I've been bending every law where the storms begin. If I ever wanna chase with a novice grin, I'll fold his pride in a vein born din. Storm front shaking in a cold front climb. I've been twisting whole myths in a breakneck rhyme. If they follow my path in a novice time, I'll mute their hope in a picture prime. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hey, veins don't kill a preacher boy, step right. If you cross my mark, you'll be gone tonight. I don't spare weak wills, I don't grind no lie. One cut from me and your pulse takes life. Don't kill a preacher, feel my door. I can open your truth to the killing floor. If you challenge my reign in a bloodstone war, I split whole kings to their pride run sore. La 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 la. Split whole kings to their pride run sore. Vein line cracking in a dead wave roll. I've been slicing down fear in a red hot soul. If a coward wanna talk in a trembling and roll, I'll crush his breath in a ruptured toe. Aperture glaring in a fault-born phase. I've been whooping every lie in a storm-cut maze. If they pray for a break when the veins upraise, I'll drown their hope in a bloodstorm haze. Kill trace echo when a heartbeat spin. I've been forging new laws with a predator grin. If they mimic my step in a novice sin, I'll scatter their crown in a vein-born din. La 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 la. Veins don't kill a preacher boy, step right. If you cross my mark, you'll be gone tonight. Don't spare weak wills, I don't grind no lie. One cut from me and your pulse takes life. Veins don't kill a preacher, feel my door. I can open your truth to the killing floor. If you challenge my reign in a bloodstorm war, I split whole kings to their pride run sore. La 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 la. I split whole kings to their pride run sore. Yo, 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 yo. Yeah. Rising in a pulse cut thread. I've been carving through the code and a ghost line spread. If a king wanna roll with a crown half dead, I'll tear his truth in a circuit shred. Circuit wound sparking in a dreadborn gleam. I've been twisting whole storms in a kill mark scheme. If a rival wanna chase in a novice dream, I'll fold his pride in a hextreme beam. Bloom front humming in a glitch run climb. I've been bending every myth in a breakneck rhyme. If they follow my step in a novice time, I'll mute their reign in a room bound prime.
Eat hex blown circuit wound, boy don't try. If you cross my glyph, your wires go dry. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't ask no why. One blink from me and your signals die. Hex blown circuit wound, feel my mark. I can scar your truth with a rune-born spark. If you challenge my reign in a dead light park, I break whole kings in a coat gone dark.
One line cracking in a redshift coil. I've been slicing down lies in a circuit boil. If a coward wanna talk with a half-done toil, I'll mute his breath in a glyph burn soil. X-coil, twisting in a shadow-wired phase. I've been tearing through fate in a warlock haze. If they pray for a break in the glitch cut maze, I'll drown their hope in a circuit blaze. Bloom trace echo in a curse-born spin. I've been forging whole laws with a dread wave grin. If they mimic my step in a novice sin, I'll fold their crown in a run of leaned in.
Eat hex blown circuit wound, boy don't try. If you cross my glyph, your wires go dry. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't ask no why. One blink from me and your signals die. Hex blown circuit wound, feel my mark. I can scar your truth with a rune-born spark. If you challenge my reign in a dead light park, I break whole kings in a coat gone dark.
Yeah. Nightcore shadow pulse, boy, nightcore shadow pulse, uddy. Yeah, yeah. Nightcore humming in the shadow cut beat. I've been carving through the dark and a pulse of lead. If a king wanna roar in a dead man's seat, I'll fold his pride in a shadow heat. Pulse line cracking in a black wave spin. I've been shredding every doubt with a void-born grin. If a rival wanna chase in a novice sin, I'll break his truth in a pulse cut 10. Night firm rising in a dreadline climb. I've been bending whole fates in a breakneck rhyme. If they trace my step in a novice time, I'll scatter their myth in a shattered prime.
Nightcore shatter pulse, boy don't breathe. If you shake too loud, you will never leave. I don't spare weak pride, I don't let hearts grieve. One spark from me and your bones lose weave.
For my sound, I can crush the truth in a midnight pound. You challenge my brain on this cursed ground. I break all kings with a void unbound, yeah.
I break all kings of the void unbound.
Yeah. I break whole kings of the void unbound. Shadow edge ripping in a dead light drift. I've been slicing through fear with a shadow shift. If a coward wanna talk with a trembling lift, I'll mute his breath in a void-born rift. Pulse storm blooming in a dust-born flare. I've been tearing down lies in a blackout snare. If they pray for a break when the cracks declare, I'll drown their hope in a collapse glare. Nightcore echo when the fracture spin. I've been forging home miss with a killborn grin. If they mimic my fate in a novice sin, I'll fold their crown in a pulse cut dim.
Nightcore shatter pulse, boy don't breathe. If you shake too loud, you will never leave. I don't spare weak pride, I don't let hearts grieve. One spark from me and your bones lose weave.
For my sound, I can crush the truth in a midnight pound. You challenge my brain on this cursed ground. I break all kings with a void unbound, yeah.
I break all kings with a void unbound now. I break all kings with a void unbound. Nightcore shatter pulse. Phantom ray cutting in a voltage glide. I've been carving through storms with a ghost born stride. If a king wanna roar with a half-made pride, I'll flip his crown in a shockwave tide. Cree line humming in a dread front spark. I've been bending every truth in a thunder mark. If a rebel wanna chase in a novice dark, I'll mute his breath in a phantom mark. Voltage echo twisting in a pulse run climb. I've been warping home mist in a breakneck rhyme. If they follow my path in a novice time, I'll crush their reign in a creed sublime. Phantom ray voltage creed. Boy, don't shake if you twitch too hard. That's your last mistake. I don't spare weak cards. I don't let vows break. One spark from me and your whole bones quake. Phantom ray voltage creed. Feel my law. I can scorch your truth with a lightning jaw. If you challenge my brain in a pulse I draw, I break cold kings with electric awe. Shotgun line ripping in a red flash spin. I've been slicing down doubt with a stormborn grin. If a coward wanna speak in a trembling skin, I'll silence his breath in a phantom din. Creep flare rising in a left front wave. I've been trembling through fate in a charge too brave. If they pray for a break when the volt's enslaved, I'll drown their hope in a thunder grave. Voltage coil burning in a dead front turn. I've been forging whole laws with the light paths burn. If they mimic my step in a novice turn, I'll fold their truth in a shock return. Generate voltage creed. Boy, don't shake if you twitch too hard. That's your last mistake. I'll spare weak cards. I don't let vows break. One spark from me and your whole bones quake. Generate voltage creed. Feel my law. I can scorch your truth with a lightning jaw. If you challenge my reign in a pulse I draw, I break cold kings with electric awe.
Yeah. New fire rising in the rift, born glow. I've been carving through the void where the dead winds blow. If a king wanna roar in a weak man's show, I'll burn his crown in a flame too low. Rift bloom cracking in the fall line band. I've been tearing down storms where the laws will end. If a robber wanna chase with a novice trend, I'll put his pride in a no-fire blend. Bloom front twisting in a shadow run climb. I've been bending home miss in a breakneck time. If they follow my trace in a novice rhyme, I'll wipe their fate in a zero prime.
Amplify rift bloom, boy, don't blink. If you bring my ash, you forget your link. I don't spare lost pride, I don't let mine stink. One spark from me and your world turns pink. Nullify a rift bloom, feel my flare. I can melt your truth in a void born glare. If you challenge my throne in the rift I bear, I break cold kings into silent air.
Void flame peeling in a death line twist. I've been slicing through fear in a no-born mist. If a coward wanna talk with a trembling wrist, I'll mute his breath in a blue monk kiss. Rift coil burning in the dark set dive. I've been drowning every doubt where the flames revive. If they pray for a break when the sparks arrive, I'll scorch their hope in a zero drive. Boom trace echo in a dead front spin. I've been forging whole fakes with a void cooked grain. If they mimic my step in a novice sin, I'll fold their myth in a no far dean.
Nullify a rift bloom, boy, don't blink. If you breathe my ash, you forget your link. I don't spare lost pride, I don't let mine stink. One spark from me and your world turns pink. Nullify a rift bloom, feel my flare. I can melt your truth in a void born glare. If you challenge my throne in the rift I bear, I break cold kings into silent air. Overbirds breaking in the furnace trace. I've been carving through doom in a red line space. If a king wanna roar with a cracked out face, I'll fold his reign in a hell frame embrace. Protocol humming in a dreadcore climb. I've been bending whole storms in a killborn rhyme. If a rebel wanna chase in a novice time, I'll snap his pulse in a fault line prime. Hell friend twisting in a blast lit spin. I've been shaping every myth with a warhead grin. If they follow my step in a novice din, I'll crush their truth in a rupture spin. Yeah, fan rappers, hell frame, protocol, boy obey. If you break my rule, you'll be gone today. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let doubt stay. One code from me and your soul decays. Overburst, hell frame protocol, feel my fire. I can tear your truth through a forge born wire. If you challenge my reign in a doom empire, I break whole kings in a furnace choir. Hellcore roaring in a fracture wheel. I've been slicing down lies with a furnace steel. If a coward wanna talk with a trembling feel, I'll mute his breath in a meltdown seal. Protocol ravers in a dead front glow. I've been tearing through fate with a fortune born flow. If they pray for a break when the red winds blow, I'll drown their hope in a slag lean throw. Overburst echo in a doom run climb. I've been forging whole laws in a breakneck time. If they mimic my step in a novice rhyme, I'll fold their crown in a hellbound prime. Overburst hell frame protocol, boy obey. If you break my rule, you'll be gone today. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let doubt stay. One code from me and your soul decays. Overburst hell frame protocol, feel my fire. I can tear your truth through a forge born wire. If you challenge my reign in the doom empire, I break whole kings in a furnace choir.
I had Hex blown rising in a pulse cut thread. I've been carving through the code and a ghost line spread. If a king wanna roar with a crown half dead, I'll tear his truth in a circuit shred. Circuit wounds sparking in a dreadburn gleam. I've been twisted cold storms in a kill mark scheme. If a rebel wanna chase in a novice dream, I'll fold his pride in a hex stream beam. Bloom front humming in a glitch run climb. I've been bending every myth in a breakneck rhyme. If they follow my step in a novice time, I'll mute their reign in a room bound prime.
Hex bloom, circuit wound, boy don't try. If you cross my glyph, your wires go dry. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't ask no why. One blink from me and your signals die.
Hex bloom, circuit wound, feel my mark. I can scar your truth with a room-born spark. If you challenge my reign in a deadlight park, I break cold kings in a cold gone dark. Wound line cracking in a redshift coil. I've been slicing down lies in a circuit boil. If a coward wanna talk with a half-done toil, I'll mute this breath in a glyph burn soil. Hex coil twisting in a shadow war phase. I've been tearing through fate in a warlock haze. If they pray for a break in a glitch cut maze, I'll drown they hope in a circuit blaze. Bloom trace echo when a curse won't spin. I've been forging whole laws with a dread wave grin. If they mimic my step in a novice sin, I'll fold their crown in a run leaned in.
Hex bloom, circuit wound, boy don't try. If you cross my glyph, your wires go dry. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't ask no why. One blink from me and your signals die.
Hex bloom, circuit wound, feel my mark. I can scar your truth with a room-born spark. If you challenge my reign in a deadlight park, I break cold kings in a cold gone dark.
Hex bloom, circuit wound.
Veins don't rolling in a blood cut thread. I've been carving through fate in a pulse gone red. If a king wanna roll with a crown half dead, I'll tear his reign and erupt your spread. Killer put your humming in the dread line spin. I've been bending every law where the storms begin. If a rival wanna chase with a novice grin, I'll fold his pride in a vein born din. Storm front shaking in a cold front climb. I've been twisting whole miss in a breakneck rhyme. If they follow my path in a novice time, I'll mute their hope in an aperture prime.
Veins don't kill her, put your boy step right. If you cross my mark, you'll be gone tonight. I don't spare weak wills, I don't grant no light. One cut from me and your pulse takes flight. Veins don't kill her, put your feel my door. I can open your truth to the killing floor. If you challenge my reign in a bloodstorm war, I split whole kings till the pride runs sore. Vein line cracking in a dead wave roll. I've been slicing down fear in a red hot soul. If a coward wanna talk in a trembling roll, I'll crush his breath in a rupture toll. Aperture glare, tearing in a fall born phase. I've been whooping every lie in a storm cut maze. If they pray for a break when the veins upraise, I done a hope in the bloodstorm haze. Kill trace, echo when the heartbeat spin. I've been forging new laws with a predator grin. If they mimic my step in a novice sin, I'll scatter their crown in a vein born din. Veins don't kill her, put your boy step right. If you cross my mark, you'll be gone tonight. I don't spare weak wills, I don't grant no light. One cut from me and your pulse takes flight. Veins don't kill her, put your feel my door. I can open your truth to the killing floor. If you challenge my reign in a bloodstorm war, I split whole kings till the pride runs sore.
Nightcore humming in a shadow cup beat. I've been carving through the dark and a pulse to lead. If a king wanna roar in a dead man's seat, I'll fold his pride in a shattered heat. Pulse line cracking in a black wave spin. I've been treading every doubt with a void-born grin. If a rival wanna chase in a novice sin, I'll break his truth in a pulse cut tin. Night front rising in a dread line climb. I've been bending whole fates in a breakneck rhyme. If they trace my step in a novice time, I'll scatter their myth in a shattered prime.
Core shatter pulse, boy, don't breathe. If you shake too loud, you will never leave. I don't spare weak pride, I don't let hearts grieve. One spark from me and your bones lose weave.
Yeah.
Nightcore shatter pulse, feel my sound. I can crush your truth in a midnight pound. If you challenge my reign on this cursed ground, I break cold kings with the void unbound.
Yeah. Shadow edge ripping in a deadlight drift. I've been slicing through fear with a shadow shift. If a coward wanna talk with a trembling lift, I'll mute his breath in a void-born rift. Pulse storm blooming in a dust-born flare. I've been tearing down lies in a blackout snare. If they pray for a break when the cracks declare, I'll drown their hope in a collapse glare. Nightcore echo when a fracture spin. I've been forging home miss with a killborn grin. If they make my fate in a novice sin, I'll fold the crown in a pulse cut in.
Core shatter pulse, boy, don't breathe. If you shake too loud, you will never leave. I don't spare weak pride, I don't let hearts grieve. One spark from me and your bones lose weave.
Yeah.
Nightcore shatter pulse, feel my sound. I could crush your truth in a midnight pound. If you challenge my reign on this cursed ground, I break cold kings with the void unbound. Nightcore shatter pulse.
Blood flux rising in a vortex spin. I've been carving through storms with a rage-born grin. If a king wanna roar in a weak man's skin, I'll fold his breath in a bloodline bin. Vortex rupture in a dread front wave. I've been cutting down doubt like a kill mark shave. If a rival wanna chase with a tone too brave, I'll drag his crown to a scarlet grave. Ready to strike coming in a pulse cut climb. I've been twisting old myths in a breakneck rhyme. If they follow my trace in a novice time, I'll bleed their rain in a flux from prime.
Blood flux, vortex, render.
4 steps slow.
If you taste my air, better guard that flow. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let them grow. One blink from me and your veins let go. Blood flux, vortex, render.
Feel my spin.
I can rip your truth with a crimson grin. If you challenge my throne in a warborn din, I shred whole kings in a scarlet wind.
Flux line bursting in a red wave tear. I've been shredding every lie in a blood-soaked snare. If a cowboy wanna talk in a faint despair, I'll mute his bones in a vortex glare. Render cold twisting in a dead light spin. I've been carving every fate in a dreadborn grin. If they pray for a pause when the storms begin, I'll drown their hope in a scarlet din. Blood flux echo in a warp cut frame. I've been forging whole laws in a killborn flame. If they mimic my path in a novice game, I'll crush their myth in a crimson claim.
Blood flux, vortex, render.
4 steps slow.
If you taste my air, better guard that flow. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let them grow. One blink from me and your veins let go. Blood flux, vortex, render.
Feel my spin.
I can rip your truth with a crimson grin. If you challenge my throne in a warborn din, I shred whole kings in a scarlet wind. Yo, Renee here. Yeah, Guinea guy. Yeah, it's all. Yeah. Overbust breaking in a furnace trace. I've been carving through doom in a red line space. If a king wanna roll with a cracked out face, I'll fold his reign in a hell frame erase. Protocol humming in a dreadcore climb. I've been in whole storms in a killborn rhyme. If a rebel wanna chase in a novice time, I'll snap his pulse in a fault line prime. Hell front twisting in a blasted spin. I've been shaping every myth with a warhead grin. If they follow my step in a novice din, I'll crush their truth in a rupture spin.
Overburst, hell frame, protocol, boy obey. If you break my rule, you'll be gone today. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let doubt stay. One code for me and your soul decays. Overburst, hell frame, protocol, feel my fire. I can tear your truth through a forge born wire. If you challenge my reign in the doom empire, I break whole kings in the furnace choir.
Hell cold roaring in a fractured wheel. I've been ceasing down lies with a furnace steel. If a cowboy wanna talk with a trembling feel, I'll mute his breath in a meltdown seal. Protocol flare rising in a dead front glow. I've been tearing through for fate when the forge born flow. If they pray for a break when the red winds blow, I'll drown a hope in a slaggling throw. Up a burst echo in a doom run climb. I've been forging whole laws in a breakneck time. If they mimic my step in a novice rhyme, I'll fold their crown in a hellbound prime.
Overburst, hell frame, protocol, boy obey. If you break my rule, you'll be gone today. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let doubt stay. One code from me and your soul decays. Overburst, hell frame, protocol, feel my fire. I can tear your truth through a forge born wire. If you challenge my reign in the doom empire, I break whole kings in the furnace choir.
Phantom rate cutting in the voltage glide. I've been carving through storms with a ghost born stride. If a king wanna roar with a half-made pride, I'll flip his crown in a shockwave tide. Creed line humming in a dread run spark. I've been bending every truth in a thunder mark. If a rival wanna chase in a novice dark, I'll mute his breath in a phantom mark. Voltage echo twisting in a pulse run climb. I've been warping home, it's in a breakneck rhyme. If they follow my path in a novice time, I'll crush their reign in a creed sublime. Phantom ray, voltage creed, boy, don't shake. If you twitch too hard, that's your last mistake. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't live, I was more break. One spark from me and your whole bones quake. Phantom ray, voltage creed, feel my law. I can scorch your truth with a lightning jaw. If you challenge my reign, at the pulse I draw, I break whole kings with electric. I break whole kings with electric. Shock line ripping in a reckless spin. I've been tossing down doubt with a stormborn grin. If a coward wanna speak in a trembling skin, I'll silence his breath in a phantom din. Creed flare rising in a glare front wave. I've been tearing through fate in a charge too brave. If they crave for a break when the volts enslave, I'll drown their hope in a thunder grave. Voltage crow burning in a dead front turn. I've been forging whole laws with a light past burn. If they mimic my step in a novice turn, I'll fold their truth in a shock return. Phantom ray, voltage creed, boy, don't shake. If you twitch too hard, that's your last mistake. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let vows break. One spark from me and your whole bones quake. Phantom ray, voltage creed, feel my law. I can scorch your truth with a lightning jaw. If you challenge my reign,
rift born glow. I've been carving through the void where the dead winds blow. If a king wanna roar in a weak man's show, I'll burn his crown in the flame too low. Too low, too low. Rift bloom cracking in the fault line bend. I've been tearing down storms where the laws all end. If a rival wanna chase with a novice trend, I'll fold his pride in the no fire blend. Bloom front, twisting in the shadow run climb. I've been bending whole mists in a breakneck time. If they follow my trace in a novice rhyme, I'll wipe their fate in a zero prime.
No fire if bloom, boy don't blink. If you breathe my ash, you forget your link. I don't spare lost pride, I don't let mine stink. One spark from me and your world turns pink.
No fire if bloom, feel my flare. I can melt your truth in the void born glare. If you challenge my throne in the rift I bear, I break old kings in the silent air. White flame peeling in the death line twist. I've been slicing through fear in the no-born mist. If a coward wanna talk with a trembling wrist, I'll mute his breath in the bloom unkissed. Rift coil burning in the dark, dive. I've been drowning every doubt where the flames revive. If they pray for a break when the sparks arrive, I'll scorch their hope in the zero drive. Bloom trace echo in the dead front spin. I've been forging whole fates with a void cut grin. If they mimic my step in the novice sin, I'll fold their myth in a no fire den.
No fire if bloom, boy don't blink. If you breathe my ash, you forget your link. I don't spare lost pride, I don't let mine stink. One spark from me and your world turns pink.
No fire if bloom, feel my flare. I can melt your truth in a void born glare. If you challenge my throne in the rift I bear, I break cold kings into silent air.
Iron rap cutting in a dredge front roll. I've been carving through storms with a furnace soul. If a king wanna roar with a crown too dull, I'll fold his name in a ruin pole. Cyber blaze rising in a stillborn climb. I've been bidding every fate in a breakneck rhyme. If a rebel wanna chase in a novice time, I'll crush his pride in an iron prime. Room front cracking in the warpath bend. I've been twisting whole mist with a raw flames blend. If they track my steps and the fools pretend, I'll scatter their truth in a spiral end. I rip through in spiral, boy get back. If you stand too near, you derail your track. I don't spare weak wills, I don't cut no slack. One spark from me and your bones turn black. Iron rip through in spiral, feel my spin. I can twist your truth with a stillborn grin. If you challenge my reign in a metal den, I break cold kings when the storms begin. Dead kings when the storms begin. Wrath line burning in a redshift flare. I've been slicing down lies in a deadweight snare. If a coward wanna talk with a hollow stare, I'll mute his breath in a spiral tear. Iron core whipping in a cold front rear. I've been forging whole laws in a blast bone steel. If they pray for a break when the fractures peel, I'll drown their hope in a ruined seal. Spiral echo ripping in a war blessed spin. I've been carving out storms with a predator grin. If they mimic my step in a novice sin, I'll fold their reign in an iron den. Hey, 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 hey. Iron rip through spiral, boy get back. If you stand too near, you derail your track. I don't spare weak wills, I don't cut no slack. One spark from me and your bones turn black. Iron rip through spiral, feel my spin. They risk your truth, lose their own grin. If you touch my reign in the metal den, I break cold kings when the storms begin. Cold kings when the storms begin. Cold kings when the storms begin.
Ayo, chill, every got it, ayo, old ain't work. Yeah, 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 yeah. Warp shock ripping in a halo drift. I've been carving through fate with a god tier lift. If a king wanna roar with a mortal gift, I'll split his reign in a seraph shift. Yeah, engine pulse humming in a dread line spin. I've been bending whole storms with a light-born grin. If a rival wanna chase in a novice sin, I'll fold his crown in a warp cut in. Yeah, halo coil twisting in a glare front climb. I've been shaping every myth in a breakneck time. If they follow my step in a novice rhyme, I'll scatter their truth in a heaven prime.
Warp shock, seraph engine, boy, bow low, low. If you breathe my light, you will lose your glow. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let them grow. One pulse from me, and your crown turns snow. Warp shock, seraph engine, feel my might. I can pierce your truth with a god-cut light. If you challenge my throne in a heaven fight, I'll break cold kings in a seraph smite.
Yeah, shock line flashing in a death flare wheel. I've been shredding every lie with a stainless steel. If a coward wanna talk in a wavering feel, I'll mute his breath in a warp reveal. Yeah, engine blades rising in a heaven-born phase. I've been twisting whole storms in a radiant shock, echo in a flare cut spin. I've been forging new laws with a dread-born grin. If they mimic my steps in a novice spin, I'll crush their reign in a halo din.
Warp shock, seraph engine, boy, bow low, low. If you breathe my light, you will lose your glow. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let them grow. One pulse from me, and your crown turns snow. Warp shock, seraph engine, feel my might. I can pierce your truth with a god collide. If you challenge my throne in a heaven fight, I break cold kings in a seraph's might.
Average says he crazy for them. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Gray wave rising in a dread-born sweep. I've been carving through the dark where the lost ones sleep. If a king wanna roar in a throne too cheap, I'll fold his reign in a death line deep. Let his echo twisting in a bone cut climb. I've been shaping every post in a war-born rhyme. If a rival wanna chase in a novice time, I'll shred his fate in a tyrant prime. Wavefront shifting in a cold front spin. I've been bending whole myths with a grave-born grin. If they follow my path in a novice sin, I'll crush their name in a lattice den, yeah.
Grave wave, tyrant, lattice, boy, don't rise. If you breathe too loud, you'll collapse your ties. I don't spare weak souls, I don't pardon cries. One glare from me and your hope just dies. Grave wave, tyrant, lattice, feel my throne. I can break your truth through a death wave tone. If you challenge my reign in a fate unknown, I bury whole kings in a grave-grown zone.
Yeah. Deadline quaking in a frostborn real. I've been slicing every lie with a bone cold steel. If a coward wanna speak with a trembling feel, I'll mute his breath in a necro seal. Yeah, wave core burning in a dark set fold. I've been tearing down fate in a storm too cold. If they pray for a break when the signs unfold, I'll drown their pride in a lattice smoke. Yeah, tyrant mark flicker in a dread front gleam. I've been cracking whole worlds in a death-bound scheme. If they mimic my step in a novice dream, I'll scatter their path in a gray wave beam. Yeah.
Grave wave, tyrant, lattice, boy, don't rise. If you breathe too loud, you'll collapse your ties. I don't spare weak souls, I don't pardon cries. One glare from me and your hope just dies. Grave wave, tyrant, lattice, feel my throne. I can break your truth through a death wave tone. If you challenge my reign in a fate unknown, I bury whole kings in a grave-grown zone. Grave wave, tyrant, lattice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blood flux rising in a vortex spin. I've been carving through storms with a raised-born grin. If a king wanna roar in a weak man's skin, I'll fold his breath in a bloodline bin. Vortex rupture in a dread front wave. I've been cutting down doubt like a kill mark shave. If a rival wanna chase with a tone too brave, I'll drag his crown to a scarlet grave. Rain a strike coming in a post-cut climb. I've been twisting no myths in a breakneck rhyme. If they follow my trace in a novice time, I'll bleed their reign in a flux from prime.
Blood flux, vortex, render, boy, step slow. If you taste my air, better guard that flow. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let them grow. One blink from me and your veins let go. Blood flux, vortex, render, feel my spin. I can rip your truth with a crimson grin. If you challenge my throne in a war-born din, I shred whole kings in a scarlet wind.
Flux line bursting in a red wave tear. I've been shredding every lie in a blood-soaked snare. If a coward wanna talk in a faint despair, I'll mute his bones in a vortex glare. Rent a coil twisting in a dead light spin. I've been carving every fate in a dread-born grin. If they pray for a pause when the storms begin, I'll drown their hope in a scarlet din. Blood flux echo in a world cut frame. I've been forging whole laws in a kill-born flame. If they mimic my path in a novice game, I'll crush their myth in a crimson claim. More than a crimson claim.
Blood flux, vortex, render, boy, step slow. If you taste my air, better guard that flow. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let them grow. One blink from me and your veins let go. Blood flux, vortex, render, feel my spin. I can rip your truth with a crimson grin. If you challenge my throne in a war-born din, I shred whole kings in the scarlet wind. Iron rap cutting in a dread front roll. I've been carving through storms with a furnace soul. If a king wanna roll with a crown too dull, I fold his name in a ruin pole. Spiral blades resting in a stillborn climb. I've been bending every fate in a breakneck rhyme. If a rival wanna chase in a novice time, I'll crush his pride in an iron prime. Room from cracking in a warpath bend. I've been twisting home myths with a raw flames blend. If they track my steps and the fools pretend, I'll scatter their truth in a spiral end. And I wrath through a spiral, boy, get back. If you stand too near, you derail your track. I don't spare weak wills, I don't cut no slack. One spark from me and your bones turn black. Iron rat through a spiral, feel my spin. I can twist your truth with a stillborn grin. If you challenge my brain in a metal bin, I break whole kings when the storms begin. Wrath line burning in a red shift flare. I've been slicing down lies in a dead weight snare. If a coward wanna talk with a hollow stare, I'll mute his breath in a spiral tear. Iron core whipping in a cold front rear. I've been forging whole laws in a blast bone steel. If they pray for a break when the fractures peel, I'll drown their hope in a roaring seal. Spiral echo ripping in a war blast spin. I've been carving out storms with a predator to grin. If they mimic my step in a novice sin, I'll fold their rain in an iron din. In a wrath room spiral, boy, get back. If you stand too near, you derail your track. I don't spare weak wills, I don't cut no slack. One spark from me and your bones turn black. Iron rat room spiral, feel my spin. I can twist your truth with a stillborn grin. If you challenge my brain in a metal bin, I break whole kings when the storms begin. Iron
yeah. Hey. Great wave rising in a dread-born sweep. I've been carving through the dark where the lost ones sleep. If a king wanna roar and a throne too cheap, I'll fold his reign in a death line deep. Hey, laddies echo twisting in a bone cut climb. I've been shaping every pulse in a war-born rhyme. If a rival wanna chase in a novice time, I'll shred his fate in a tyrant prime. Wave front shifting in a cold front spin. I've been bending whole myths with a great born grin. If they follow my path in a novice sin, I'll crush the name in a lattice den.
I'm a tyrant lattice, boy, don't rise. If you breathe too loud, you'll collapse your ties. I don't spare weak souls, I don't pardon cries. One glare from me and your hope just died.
Great way tyrant lattice, feel my throne. I can break your truth through a death wave tone. If you challenge my reign in the fate unknown,
I bury whole kings in the grave grown zone.
Deathline quaking in a frostborn reel. I've been slicing every lie with a bone cold steel. If a coward wanna speak with a trembling feel, I'll mute his breath in the necro seal. Wave core burning in a dark set fold. I've been tearing down fate in a storm too cold. If they pray for a break when the signs unfold, I'll drown their pride in a lattice mold. Tyrant mark flicker in a dread front gleam. I've been cracking whole worlds in a death-bound scheme. If they mimic my step in a novice dream, I'll scatter their path in the great wave.
Wave tyrant lattice, boy, don't rise. If you breathe too loud, you'll collapse your ties. I don't spare weak souls, I don't pardon cries. One glare from me and your hope just died.
Great wave tyrant lattice, feel my throat. I can break your truth through a death wave tone.
If you challenge my reign in the fate unknown, I bury whole kings in the grave grown zone.
Warp shock, ripping in a halo drift. I've been carving through fate with a god tail lift. If a king wanna roar with a mortal gift, I'll split his reign in a seraph shift. Engine pulse humming in a dreadline spin. I've been bending whole storms with a light-born grin. If a rival wanna chase in a novice sin, I'll fold his crown in a warp cut din. Halo coil twisting in a glare front climb. I've been shaping every myth in a breakneck time. If they follow my step in a novice rhyme, I'll scatter their truth in a heaven prime.
Warp shock, seraph engine, boy, bow low. If you breathe my light, you will lose your glow. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let them grow. One pulse from me and your crown turns snow. Warp shock, seraph engine, feel my might. I can pierce your truth with a god collide. If you challenge my throne in a heaven fight, I break whole kings in a seraph smite.
Yeah, shock line flashing in a death flare wheel. I've been shredding every lie with a stainless steel. If a coward wanna talk in a wavering feel, I'll mute his breath in a warp reveal. Engine blaze rising in a heaven-born phase. I've been twisting whole storms in a radiant maze. If they pray for a break in a blinding haze, I'll drown in hope in a seraph blaze. Warp shock, echo in a flare cut spin. I've been forging new laws with a dreadborn grin. If they mimic my steps in a novice spin, I'll crush their rain in a halo din.
Warp shock, seraph engine, boy bolo. If you breathe my light, you will lose your glow. I don't spare weak hearts, I don't let them grow. One pulse from me and your crown turns snow. Warp shock, seraph engine, feel my might. I can pierce your truth with a God-cut light. If you challenge my throne in a heaven fight, I break old kings in a seraph smite.